Hello friends, today we're going to detail a 2005 Kia Sorento. This is for the car lot, so this is what, 213? Oh my goodness, I have to look it up. Anyway, it's gold, and of course we got all that nasty weather. Today is going to be a crazy day. You're not going to see me detailing fast. I'm gonna have to take it easy. I just come out of the hospital the day before yesterday. I've got some pretty severe bruising on my stomach from the rescue shots and the blood thinners. So, and this vehicle is not in the best of shape. What's in there? Well, there's part of it. Well, guess it's not that bad. That nasty crap. Excuse me. We'll see if we can't maybe rubber wheel that off of there. I have a new rubber wheel. We're going to give it a try. Nasty. Nastier. These floor mats are going to have some issues. These seats, I'm going to say this back here is probably going to be an issue. And if I need to, I'll get the steamer going. Not a big deal. I may have to go ahead and get it started, only because we might want to go ahead and do the carpets and stuff too. I can't get the back door open, so I'm going to have to text my dad. Let him know. He'll probably run over. And this seat might have some issues as well. Well, there's the other headrest. Mom said they couldn't find one. That's probably why. Oh, no, there is one missing. We'll see if we can't find it. Okay, annoying over.
from above. Every day would seem turning into love song. When you press me to your a world where roses bloom. When you speak, angel, sing from above. Every day would seem sunshine, blue skies. I gotta cry. Nearly supposed to cross crying. Feel that pain, oh yeah. Listen, I love you. Night sounds strange. I wish you would rain. The man ain't supposed to cry. I wish you would rain.
So, Tuesday morning, March 4th, I woke up about, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning, and everything was fine. I was looking at my phone, watching videos and things like that. Just the normal hanging out at 2 in the morning. About 3 a.m., I had a pretty decent pop in my ear, and it wasn't just like a descending in a plane pop. This one kind of, I mean, it felt like I'd been popped in the ear. And instantly, this tingling started coming across my face here, and then it went up my face and then down into my neck. I called my daughter and told her what was going on and that I was going to the hospital. So I got in my pickup and I drove myself to the hospital. Now, don't complain. The reason that I did that is because I would have still been sitting at home by the time I got to the hospital. And my goal was to get to help as soon as possible. And the hospital was only 4 miles away. So I get rushed back. They put an IV here and an IV here. Gave me some kind of rescue shot in my belly. Got a big old bruise here from that. And then took me immediately to CT. Got a scan of my head and my face. And then brought me back to the room, and within a couple of hours that feeling started going away. It started clearing up. And I said something to him about that, but it wasn't long, and they came back and said they're seeing something on the scan, so they're going to call the neurologist, but he suggests that I get admitted. Well, thinking that I'd had a stroke, I was like, okay, well, I guess that's what we got to do if I'm going to stick around anytime. So I went ahead and got admitted. Now, I was at one of the little satellite hospitals, and So in order to be admitted, they transfer you because there's no rooms there. So they transfer you to another location. In my case, they transferred me clear to the north end of Wichita. So I get over there about 8:30, 9 o'clock, maybe it was 9 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday morning. And they wanted me to have an MRI. They thought I had either a stroke or a brain bleed. I didn't get an MRI until later that evening. About 2 or 3 hours after I was admitted into that North Campus, I knew at that point there was no stroke involved. And I kind of wasn't happy about that. With all of this, my blood pressure spiked, most likely because I was scared. And also, my blood sugar spiked, well up into the high 200s. So I'm like, okay, this can't be good. This is only making things worse. They put me on blood thinners, obviously. I talked them into getting this IV out, and they put another one in here instead. Because when they had it right here in the bend of my arm, I couldn't do anything. You know, it was hurting when you would try to fold your arms, and I couldn't even lay down comfortably. So anyway, that evening around 8 o'clock or so, they came and got me for the MRI. Well, by then, it had been well over 12 hours since this took place, so what's the frickin' point, right? But I did it. I did what they wanted me to do. So anyway, I got back. First thing I said to her, because she met me in the room, I said, who's taking it out, you or me? So, got that IV out. That one was supposed to be for the contrast. This was supposed to be for the medication. I did not even get the results of the MRI until the next morning. By that time, I was frustrated. I'd had enough. I was mad. And I felt like I had been screwed over. Now, the reason I say that is because it was not a stroke. Otherwise, they would have been a little more rushed with that MRI. So, did they put me in there because they wanted the damn money? Last time, I let them bulldog me and tell me what to do, and I just took it. I was there for 3 days. That was 6 years ago. This time, I told them I was leaving the next morning. The next morning, the hospitalists come in. Now, at the time, they're giving me these shots in my belly for blood thinners. Now I've got a big bruise over here and a big bruise over here. I've got bruises on my arm, and I'm totally frustrated. Had enough. So the next morning, the hospitalist come in. I kind of didn't give him a choice. I told him I was leaving with or without him. Without his permission, I wasn't going to stay. I felt like I had been screwed over because of the fact that there was no stroke. And they knew that, or they would have made sure I got that MRI quickly. He didn't argue with me. So Elizabeth got there and got me picked up and brought me home. The one thing that they never did was they never took what I said serious. Meaning, I told them what started it. The pop in my ear. So let me backtrack for just a second. The night before, me and my nurse had a really good discussion about what happened, and I was not being nice. I was not a nice person. I was in a bad mood. I felt screwed over. I was tired, and I'm a smoker, and you can't smoke. So I was just totally frustrated. I'd had enough. And her and I talked, and she said, I told her, I said, this is on the heels of having the flu a month ago. And she says, you had the flu a month ago? And I said, yeah, and it was bad. It was right in my head and everything. I told her I wasn't so sure about that one because I just couldn't feel better. I felt like I was goner. So she said, I wonder if it's your sinuses. And I'm like, I don't know. I guess it could be, but they sure reacted badly for it to be just sinuses. I didn't think much of it after that. Just kind of left it. So, go back to when I got home. Called the doctor's office. He did not have the report yet from the hospital, but he did have the one from the little satellite, the ER. But he was waiting on the CT scan, which is a totally separate set of whatever. So he told me to come in yesterday, which was Thursday, because I was released Wednesday morning. So he said, come in Thursday at 2, and I did. He knew exactly what was wrong by the time I got there Thursday. Sinuses. This sinus cavity was completely open. This one was cloudy and almost closed. So my doctor puts me on an antibiotic for 10 days. So I'm like, okay. By this time, I'm angry. Then we start talking about the blood sugar. So we discussed that, dealt with that situation the best that we could. So that is what happened. And that's why I'm moving like I am the oldest damn granny. Woo! But I'm thankful to be alive. Had it been a stroke, at least I did the right thing, right? But I'm pretty upset with the hospital. Because I'm starting to feel like they knew early on that it wasn't a stroke. Yet they ignored that and wanted to cash in. And then it makes me wonder who else is it that they've been doing that to. It's going to just turn into a vicious cycle, so I'm trying not to think about it.
Mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday.
Alrighty, friends, so this is done on the interior. Now, I had a floor mat over here in the pile, so we chose to put it in. It's not beige, but it's close enough. Worked on this a bit. Looking spiffy again, but I finally got it. these floor mats are what they are. There is nothing I can do to change them. I did improve these seats a bit. Now, I didn't get fussy over them. It's a cheap car, Dad said. That's looking much better. All of it's looking a lot better. This seat, you can see it in the camera. There you go. I have vacuumed and put the carpet stuff on, or the upholstery stuff on it. It's still got a stain there. But I will be back tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be able to work on it and try and get it looking good. I did the dry method on it. Because it's a cheap car, we want to get through it as quick as possible. And just for the record, that is not dirt, it's a design. And I'm like, my dad thought they were filthy. I did too at first glance. Alrighty, so I will be back tomorrow and we're going to do a rinseless. I'm going to do that on a separate video. Let me kind of give you a preview. I'm going to bring some water and we're going to see if we can't do a little better job on these wheels. And of course, it's got lots of dirt on it. Everything does because of the rain and the mist that we had the other day. But the interior is done and that is all that matters. So I survived. I don't think I did too bad. 4 hours and 15 minutes, that's not bad. And that's for being slow because of my tummy. So anyway, thanks for hanging out on my channel, guys. I sure do appreciate it. And until the next video, you know how it goes. Peace.